Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on impossible difficulty, where previously on KotOR we finished off the first part of the Brotherhood of Shadow mod. We met back up with Shadow, the elusive and mysterious character who has decided to join us on our quest and has essentially replaced Bastila for a bit in the crew. And we started off the second part, or the second act of the Brotherhood of Shadow mod, which is Solomon's Revenge, which is essentially an expansion to an expansion. So it's expansionception. Yeah, so we also looked into why Shadow is the way she is. We got a bit of insight into her personal history and her backstory, got to see what life was like before and during the Mandalorian Wars. All interesting stuff, and we're going to carry on with that now, because after we met up with Solomon in the last part, Shadow wanted us to go back to the Ebon Hawk again, so let's see what she has to say.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon wanakumbes chi pala mulek tonki pa nagnonek tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest with mala nibokurk mucho shakapaka ye ki kon.
Yes, Solomon is alive again then. So initially Shadow thought her old former Jedi Master had died in the Mandalorian Wars, and it turns out he's still alive. Solomon was a powerful warrior. Do you believe he would have allowed death to claim him so easily?
Genchopa chawi tichop twis yun kun watu yama kama wona henak neck.
Should we discover that Solomon is alive, what will you do?
Hachu apanki jishawa anibon kasha chona si ichua byongbo jon.
Look, Shadow, have you tried to stretch your career out beyond being my biggest fangirl? Because I'm a little bit concerned for you. It's not good for your psychological health. All of these options are reasonable to say. We'll go for the classic. I have a bad feeling about this line though. So, manipulation is not the way of a Jedi Master. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm pretty sure his intentions aren't nice ones. If the messenger's words are to be believed, Solomon is heading towards a place named the Korriban Wastes, and would you have it, we're still on Korriban. Why did we have to come back to the Ebon Hawk to have this conversation?
We're
still on Korriban. Then we need to find out how we can reach the Korriban Wastes, because the Sith Academy is not going to open back up for me again, and if it's beyond there, we're kind of screwed. I'm familiar with Korriban. I rescued a star map from there pretty much. That will be all, Shadow. Okay, so journal's been updated, and here we go, Solomon's Revenge, the quest. Shadow's former Jedi Master and Achani named Darius Solomon is alive and presumably is heading towards a region of Korriban named the Korriban Wastes. Very imaginative name. With neither of you familiar enough for Korriban, that's a slight lie, I have rescued the star map from there. With neither of you familiar enough for Korriban to know where this region is located, you are left with little choice but to search Dreshdae for someone who does. Right, so we pretty much have to go. Oh, and that's one thing. The lightsaber that Shadow has is very glitchy, from what I've understood. So, or what I can understand rather. So it is actually back. I think it just sort of appears and disappears whenever certain cutscenes play. So we're going to give her back her normal lightsaber, and I'm just curious to see if we can actually upgrade it, because the last time I tried it glitched out and then it disappeared. It was very bizarre, so I just want to see if I can actually do anything with it. No, I can't. Okay, and it's disappeared again. How utterly weird. So is it actually gone completely? Yes, it's actually disappeared from inventory. Okay, wow, you can just have a regular lightsaber for now then. How utterly weird. Okay, so let's leave the Ebon Hawk. We'll take Shadow with us, and we'll also take Canderous out again. Now, to find somebody on Korriban who knows the place well. Pretty much everyone on this planet, I would assume. And I do need to actually level up some characters. So Canderous, let's level you up very quickly, because I think the last time I played this, Shadow actually struggled with some of the fights in her flashbacks, despite being temporarily upgraded to level 20. So I believe that that's a slight issue with regards to the fact I didn't actually upgrade or level her up beforehand. So I'm just going to level her up to whatever the highest level she can get to now, simply because it would be easier. So this might take a while again, but we might as well do it. So we can't upgrade demolition, so we'll focus on security as well. And yeah, we'll focus on giving her dueling at this point, because she has got one lightsaber. And then we'll just upgrade whatever seems to be appropriate at the time. Master speed is always nice. Everything's at an even number, but dexterity, might as well. Oh, and one thing I don't think I've said this before, but with feats, I always had an obsession when I first played this game to always get critical strike up to master critical strike, because in my head it was the most powerful attack in the game, and I insisted on every single character who used either a lightsaber or a sword to get critical strike as a feat. And I'm clearly wrong, because most people will tell you, and I'm pretty sure that flurry is the most powerful attack you can get in the game. Maybe power attack, but I never actually use power attack that much. So let's get critical strike going and upgrade some needed powers. But I used to always insist on getting critical strike, and I just find it amusing now because I usually focus on flurry instead. But you know, when I was younger, I made silly mistakes. So let's upgrade all of those. It was also because I always picked the scout when I play this game, and because the scout always started off with critical strike, I insisted on using critical strike. Okay, so that's everyone leveled up apart from me, because I'm going to save it for later. And let's see if we can find somebody who can help us out with the next part of this quest. There must be a unique NPC around. Now, this area isn't normally in the game. You'll notice by the map there's nothing to... Well, the map doesn't indicate much in the way of there's an additional area. So I believe this has been modded back in. Or, you know, it's been modded in because it's part of the Brotherhood of Shadow mod, but I could be wrong. So can we get in? No, we can't. So what about you?
Access to the civilian quarters in the Zerka mining facility is temporarily restricted whilst this door is under maintenance.
Okay, so how do we get through then? What about you?
Greetings. If you haven't heard, there's some trouble over at the Academy. A power struggle, most likely. But news is sketchy, so anything Zerka can do for you?
Oh, that power struggle was all thanks to me. Sorry about that. Okay, so he's normally in the game anyway, so that makes sense. Now let's just see if I go to the cantina, if there's anybody in there who might be of use. Because again, I don't know... Oh, random shouting from somewhere. Oh, okay. This doesn't normally happen. Hello, are you going to trigger a cutscene?
What's it to you if I am an Arcanian offshoot, Twi'lek? I don't see any signs saying we can't come in here.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpaiya mokapaata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaiya!
What do you know about Arcanian offshoots, Wormhead? I bet you've spent too many of your days making sandcastles on Ryloth to know anything about my people.
Master, Ryloth is a barren planet with an arid climate. It would be difficult, if not impossible, to collect the sufficient amount of water required to create sandstorms in such an environment.
Switch your vocabulary off, Verbal. Insults don't need to make sense.
Wonderful. And yeah, this one character on the right is again proof why I think the soldier uniform is absolutely ridiculous and why I never picked the soldier
Sith
class.
don't give a fried gisket of what goes on outside their academy.
That's
And if
because they're
they did,
dead.
Knocking you out clean and cold would probably get me a pat on the back.
Master, the Sith may not be interested in enforcing a policy within this colony, but Zerka is. If you are caught breaking that policy, it could damage your contract with them.
Are these guys not getting exhausted by just randomly punching each other?
Hey, you leave verbal out of this. I'd have punched you right in the nose for that one.
Yeah, because you haven't just spent the last 2 minutes punching each other anyway.
Down you go. And remember, it was an Arcanian offshoot that put you there. Waiter, get me another drink. All this action's giving me a terrible thirst.
Master, may I direct your attention to the Twi'lek lying unconscious on the floor before you? He was the waiter, and he was trying to collect your bill.
Well, I'm glad you're here to tell me these things.
Fantastic. Okay. Oh, he's got remains. Is he actually dead? What's he got? Ooh, he's actually got some good grenades. We'll take that then. So, who can I talk to? Or who should I talk to first? The guy with the unpronounceable name so far. What about his droid? Verbal. Great name for a droid, incidentally.
I do not wish to converse with you at this time. Goodbye.
Well, that's a bit rude. Well, looks like we got to talk to Kobayashi then.
Yeah?
Alright, that was a bit blunt. That was unnecessary. You could have settled your dispute without violence.
Living on the Outer Rim teaches you a few things. First and most important being how to look after yourself. Let's just say I learned that lesson the hard way.
Actually, I'm wrong. This uniform he's wearing is inspired by the soldier uniform that you get when you pick the soldier class, but I think it actually does look different from the front. It's just the back looks very much like the soldier. So, what is your name, Arcanian?
Second lesson I learned is never to give your name to anyone who just walks up to you and asks for it.
That's reasonable.
Come to think of it, I learned that lesson the hard way too.
Oh, we could give him the cheesy option. But we're not going to do that because I do like the idea of identifying by my actual name, not my super smart anagram version of Darth Revan. Yeah, I was really smart when I came up with that one. Who I am is not important. Now, I asked you a question.
Well, that's real nice. Now, why don't you leave me alone before I decide to give us something in common and teach you those lessons the same way I learned them? The hard way.
Well, why didn't you say that then if you knew who he was?
Wait a minute. Sarah? Sarah Dagana?
Or Matilda in some cases. Or Shadow. She has about 3 names.
I thought you were on the Orion. When I left her, you enjoyed being a crew member. Hell, you enjoyed life. Why did you leave? You haven't changed. You're still a bad liar. So, I suppose your friend here had something to do with it?
Oh, this is very much like a personal side quest at this point. Trust me, you wouldn't believe me even if I told you. I was in a box.
I know enough to realize it's a Jedi secret your friend here is hiding. Unless they're like the dark Jedi I found in the Korriban Wastes. The kind who come here searching for ancient Sith treasures, but only find dead. I've seen plenty of them.
You know of the Korriban Wastes?
Yeah, I know them. I've been on Korriban for a few weeks now. I was scheduled to meet a Rhodian named Drix Kellowit, but he never showed up. I never got paid.
Him.
So I hired myself out to Zerka. I've been mapping out an uncharted region of this planet ever since, the Korriban Wastes being the uncharted region.
So what exactly are the Korriban Wastes?
The Korriban Wastes is a name given to a collection of wastelands that lie to the north of Dreshdae. Nothing there really, just rocks, deserts, and plenty of Tukata.
Oh, them lot, okay. Why doesn't one of Zerka's own employees chart the Korriban Wastes?
Officially, the Korriban Wastes is off limits to anyone but the Sith, Zerka included. Don't know why, don't care why, it just is. So Zerka hired me to do the job because I can be very unofficial in how I approach it.
How would Rom reach the Korriban wastes?
Like I said, Korriban Waste is strictly off limits to anyone but Sith.
And they're all dead.
Although why you'd want to go there in the first place is beyond me.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata.
It's a wasteland, Sarah. There ain't nothing there but rocks, deserts, and danger. Trust me, I know.
I'm sure the Korriban wastes is indeed a dangerous place, but we still need to get there.
When I go to the wastes, I usually go through Zerka's mining facility. It's not exactly the best or easiest of routes, but it allows me to bypass the Sith. For the likes of us, it's the only route. But since the incident which happened here a few days ago, even that route is closed to us.
Well, that's good, because we can't exactly go back through the Sith Academy again.
The incident occurred on one of the levels within Zerka's mining facility. Whatever happened, it was bad enough to warrant the entire level be placed under total lockdown. Word around the cantina is the workforce stationed there at the time of the incident went completely crazy. They lost their minds.
Completely crazy.
Tonga boksha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Shuni yun ni gigi aldwana. Kavavulpa muli kumana.
Weren't you listening to me, Sarah? It isn't happening. The area is in complete lockdown. Not even Zerka's own employees can get through. Not without the correct authorization.
Don't worry, we can handle ourselves. How would one gain the correct authorization?
Under these circumstances, only the administrator of the mining facility could grant you the authorization that would allow you to access the quarantine level. Although I can't see how you'd even get a chance to speak with him, never mind get him to grant you access. I heard he wiped the schedule completely clean of any and all appointments to give himself more time to deal with the incident.
I think you'll find I'm very persuasive. Just check my skills. Just check my skills tree. I'm pretty much sorted when it comes to persuade. So nobody is allowed to meet with the administrator.
Unless you happen to be the delegation dispatched by Zerka HQ that is supposedly on the way to advise the administrator on how to deal with the incident, you ain't getting in.
Oh, Shadow's not happy.
I know that look, because the last time you gave it to me, we ended up locked away in a Gamorrean warlord's prison for a week without food and water.
Oh, that actually sounds
I'm not
grim.
making that mistake again. I'm
Not having
helping you,
water
Sarah.
is horrible.
I have a contract with Zerka that I just can't afford to endanger.
I can skip food, but not having water is horrible. Zerka will never learn of your disloyalty. Your contract with them is safe.
The delegation of Zerka advisors hasn't arrived yet. I suppose if you acted fast, you could assume their identities and meet with the administrator. But therein lies another problem. The identities of the advisors have to be confirmed through a biometric scan before they're allowed to enter the administrator's office.
Master, what of your hacking apparatus? With the correct modifications, it would be a simple task to gain access to Zerka's records and then replace the biometric data of the advisors with the biometric data of our associates.
Your droid speaks the truth, Arcanian. It would indeed allow us to meet with the administrator, and it also sounds like a solid plan.
Muchashakapanga. Yi ki kun no ba muladra ki chichon.
Good plan or not, I haven't even said I'll help you yet.
But you
know,
will.
That always was your problem. You always assumed you could manipulate me to do whatever you wanted regardless of the risk involved. But I got news for you. It still works. Damn it.
Yay!
I'll help you for what it's worth. But I swear it won't happen again. I'm onto you.
We appreciate the help, Kobayashi.
Give me some time to prepare. I need to configure the device to hack into Zerka's system and then to attach a biometrics reader. I'll be on the main level of Zerka's mining facility. Go through the civilian quarters and meet me there when you're ready.
Randi ichawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
Then there's no time to
I don't want to
waste.
waste my time on this thing for you not to show. The main level of Zerka's mining facility. Don't forget.
Okay, so that's that done. They're both going to head off. And we'll join up with them in a moment. Let's just consider our options. We'll keep Canderous with us because it makes sense. Shadow, do you say anything else?
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek.
His thoughts are difficult to read. I don't trust him.
Tonga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin.
Okay, that will be all, Shadow.
Kipuna.
That should give Kobayashi and Verbal enough time to get to the mining facility, and that's just giving me flashbacks to Knights of the Old Republic 2, which again I am going to play after I've played this at some point. But mining facilities, if you know the sequel, you hate mining facilities for the most part. So let's go in, and here we are. It looks suspiciously like the Taris Lower City apartments, but a little bit nicer and with a slightly different reskin. It actually looks quite effective. So we've got some miners from Zerka. Anyway, let's have a look around and see what's what. Do these guys say anything?
The longer the mining facility remains quarantined, the more credits I lose. I hope whatever happened down there is cleaned up soon. I need to get back to work.
Okay, what about you?
The longer the mining facility
it's just
remains...
the same thing, okay. Yeah, so this is essentially a reskin. Let's have a look at the lounge.
I hope whatever happened down there is cleaned up soon. I need to get back to work.
And I imagine everyone here is an NPC.
There's a rumor going around saying that the miners in the residential level have been driven completely crazy. I don't know what to believe.
Okay. It's nice that there's more voice acting in this part of the mod than there was in the first act of the Brotherhood of Shadow mod. What about this drunkard here?
Hello? What do you want?
Excuse me?
I need credits for spice. You got some credits? You got some spice?
This guy is very close to offering me death sticks at this point. No, I'm not giving you any credits.
Too bad. I could really use some spice right now. But for spice, I need credits. Oh well. You wanna play some Pazak? I can get some credits for spice that way. Don't like losing though. Especially 3 times in a row.
Oh, it's tempting, but no, I'll be going now. And we'll see about talking to you again later now. What about you? And what can you tell me about this area of Dreshdae? What do you have in stock? And you're still going to offer us it anyway. Okay, so some Pazak cards, might as well just buy those just in case. And wow, that's a lot of med packs. Well, advanced med packs. And that's a lot of life support packs as well. But we're going to skip out on that for now. And we'll see what else this place has to offer. Apartment door. Ooh, a Mandalorian. Good thing we bought Canderous with us, even though he's not going to offer anything useful.
Why do you interrupt me? I'm trying to train.
'Cause you've got a name.
What do you want? Why do you bother me? I don't have anything for you, so leave me alone.
Alright, I'll be going now.
Good, leave me alone. I didn't ask for your interference, nor do I want it.
Well, that's really rude. All I wanted to do was just talk to you and get to know you, but if you're going to act like that, no point. And there's a leisure... Oh, communication panel. Please choose an action. We can contact him, so does that mean we can't actually get through this door? Yeah, it's locked. We'll come back here in a moment then, assuming that there's nothing else around here. What do you have to say?
Well, this is a Sith colony. They're the law here. I'm here only to protect Zerka's interests.
Right, I think that's a normal line on Korriban.
Well, this is a Sith colony. They're the law here. I'm here only to protect Zerka.
I'm pretty sure that line of dialogue normally triggers anyway in the main game. Alright, apartment door.
No problem. Got it.
Which we can open. And a footlocker, which we can open.
Didn't work.
Which is impossible, apparently. Okay. Nice touch of the data pad on the floor. Now, that might be sequence breaking if this is important for later on. But for now, there's a droid we can reactivate. Let's leave that alone. Okay, so we're going to go back to the leisure officer person. And yeah, Shadow definitely doesn't have any lines of dialogue when you select her. So in a sense, she's like the protagonist from Knights of the Old Republic 2, where when you select him/her, they don't say anything either. So we can't go in here, so we need to contact the leisure officer on the terminal. I'm sorry, I don't make a habit of hosting unscheduled appointments. Please use the standard channels to formally contact me. Thank you. Okay, do nothing. Shadow. Right, that was utterly pointless. Let's just double check the journal. Okay, I actually forgot to read this earlier. So, in your search for someone who knows the location of the Korriban wastes, you came across an Arcanian named Kobayashi, who, according to Shadow, was once a crew member who served aboard the Orion River. Incidentally, Kobayashi also possessed information regarding the Korriban wastes, and through your conversation with him, you learn that the Korriban wastes is a name given to a collection of wastelands that lie to the north of Dreshdae. That it is an area off limits to anyone but authorised Sith personnel, and that the only way to reach the Korriban wastes is to go through Zerka Corporation's mining facility. God, this is a really long journal entry. However, due to a recent incident in the residential level of the mining facility, blah 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 blah. Okay, we know all this, so we essentially have to meet him here because there's nowhere else to meet him. So that's just going to take us back to. Oh wait, no. If we go through here.
Got it.
If we go through here, there's nothing. Okay. Right, there seems to be a bit of a problem here. What am I missing? That takes us back to Dreshdae. Kobayashi doesn't appear to be anywhere remotely nearby, which is a little bit of a problem. Okay, so he is actually supposed to meet us here, but he isn't actually anywhere nearby.
Go about your business, please, citizen.
Maybe if I go to Dreshdae and then come back. I'm a bit concerned that nothing appears to be happening, so I'm just going to double check just to make sure that he hasn't gone somewhere ridiculous. Maybe we have to play Pazak with this miner. Sure, let's play.
Well, hey, Pazak it is then.
Yeah, 900 credits, that's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, I need to see what's going on with this mod. I'm getting really lucky with this, actually, for once. Until the last round.
Hey, I sure showed you. We got some credits for spice. Need more, though. Wait, I sure showed you. Wait, no I didn't. No spice for me yet. I lost. I don't want to lose again.
I took a break from recording for a while because I couldn't figure out what on earth I had to do. So I decided to take a break from it and see if anybody else had played through the mod. And from what I can tell, based on what somebody else had discovered, the actual quest is slightly broken. You actually have to open a specific door in a specific way to progress with the actual mod. So I'm going to try and do this all over again because I just had to sit through that conversation and all of that good stuff. So let's give it another try. So before I go to said door, let me just trigger the one Mandalorian again, because I don't know if he becomes important later on. Now that he's triggered, I can't think of anybody else who needs to be triggered, so what I did last time, which was apparently a huge mistake, was the one door that's guarded by 2 Zerka guards. You don't want to use a security check on it because you can actually open the door without it. So, if we go through, yeah, it loads, as it should do. When you use the security check on it, it makes it think it's an actual room when it isn't. So it's technically game breaking. But anyway, that's all sorted now. So at some point I'm going to have to merge the 2 recordings together, but that's absolutely fine. So, you.
Ako chikopa, Gino mularak kampiak, slimjo puanwanduana.
And, oh, we can bribe her. That doesn't happen very often. I assure you, I have business with Zerka that I must attend to. Any further delay here would be most unfortunate and costly for you.
Mucho shakapaka, rundi ichawat.
Oh good, I love having a high persuade skill. And do you have anything to say? No? Okay, let's move on then. This looks a bit like the Hidden Beck base, but it's been reskinned again. So, yeah, be very careful with mods and always have backup saves, because otherwise you'll encounter some problems. So let's just have a quick walk around here, see if there's anything I can do. Oh, there's a Wookiee and a... oh, no! Wookiee slaves!
Gone crazy my eye. I bet one of those miners sat on a detonator.
Oh, they've got a lot of species trapped in here. Even Gazika. They've even got the Gazika in a cage. That's way too harsh. There's a turret here. Seems a bit harsh, but I'm assuming that's to stop them from getting unruly. And again, Trandoshans. Right, I'm... oh, hello. What do you want, Trandoshan? And you are innocent of this crime? What do you want me to do? Okay, how do I deactivate the force cage? I sense you speak the truth, Trandoshan. Bizarrely, I will release you. And that unlocks a new quest. So you've met a Trandoshan bounty hunter, and we'll deactivate him in a moment because I want to explore the rest of this place. Because again, I don't know what I'm actually doing at the moment, and I want to make sure I'm triggering everything correctly. So, secretary, that's a good start.
Good day. How may I help you?
Who are you?
I am the personal secretary to Deacon, administrator of the Zerka Corporation mining facility.
What do you know of the incident which has happened on the residential level of this facility?
I'm sorry, but I cannot comment on the details of the incident at the present time. However, I can assure you that Zerka Corporation is actively working to resolve the incident as soon as possible, after which the quarantine on the residential level will be lifted and all mining operations are expected to resume.
I'm just curious. Surely you can share just a few of the details.
I'm sorry. If I were to comment on the details of the incident, I would lose my job.
Yeah, well, I don't really care about your employment at the moment. I'm here to speak with the administrator.
An appointment is required to see the administrator. Do you have an appointment?
I am an advisor dispatched from headquarters to counsel the administrator on how to best deal with the incident on the residential level.
Welcome. Your arrival here has been scheduled.
So much for that plan.
Say that the administrator is scheduled to meet with only 2 advisors, not 3.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting point. I'll be back. So, presumably, I have to remove Canderous. Okay.
Welcome. Your arrival here has been scheduled. Now, before I can grant you entry into the administrator's office, I must ask that you allow me to perform a simple biometric scan to confirm your identity. It is merely a formality and will only take a moment of your time.
Oh, that's a bit worrying, but we'll try it anyway.
I'm sorry, the results of the biometric scan do not match the data contained within my records. You may not see the administrator until your identities can be confirmed.
That's concerning. We can't get into his office. Hopefully that hasn't broke the actual quest or anything. And loads of employees and miners. Oh, we're not helping someone else get a career in dancing. Come on. Okay, so she's going off. Who are you? Well, this is Shadow. She will be your dancer today. She's my willing slave.
Mucho shakapangat.
Mucha hodonga yafulki.
Rundi ichawa tongbola.
You said you're my shadow and you'll do anything for me. The elegance and grace you display in combat is a dance in itself. Merely see this as a form of training.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Tonga bugsham uninong.
Kavadumpa kapaliamo na pata.
Mucha hodonga yafulki.
Okay, there we go. Oh, she's getting quite into it though, which is, you know, nice to see. She's even smiling. I think that's the first time I've ever seen Shadow smile.
Mucha hodonga yafulki. Chibedwanani bobo.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Achuta. Wanga kun pistol piking.
What's this?
Tonga bugsham uninong.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Kachichu aitha hodunga.
Right, so we got another side quest, Backwater Entertainment, and again, this sort of reminds me of a side quest from the sequel, but okay, we'll deal with that later. Again, I'm still worrying about the fact we can't meet this administrator person, which is a concern. Oh, hello, we were looking for you.
It's about time you showed, Murglak. Waiting here, waiting for you. I could think of a better way to spend my day.
Have you completed the configurations of your device?
Of course I have. What do you take me for? The device has been configured to slice into Zerka's systems. I've also attached a biometrics reader to allow you to input your own data to replace the advisors.
I have a feeling it didn't go as smoothly as you would have liked.
The device works perfectly. Better than I expected it would, in fact. But the problem lies with Zerka's terminals. None of them share the same configurations. It's some kind of anti-slicing procedure to make it difficult for guys like me to force my way into more than a single terminal. And since my device can only slice one configuration at a time, you will only be able to access Zerka's systems through a single terminal.
Tong abuk shami no no.
Nearby, in the floor's droid maintenance room. It was the only place I could find that was both free and out of sight. But even that's changed now. It's not going to be a matter of walking in and slicing away anymore. An employee is using the terminal you need, and he doesn't look like he intends to budge anytime soon. One way or another, you're going to have to get him out of the picture. But be warned, this place is already on edge because of the incident. If you walk in there and cause a ruckus, Zerka's going to be all over you so fast, not even your Jedi skills will see it coming.
Don't worry about him. He will not delay us for long.
Then take this device. It's the best I could do. Access the terminal, replace the advisor's biometric data with your own, then meet the administrator and convince him to grant you access to the residential level.
Thank you for your help. Really appreciate it.
If there's any truth to the rumors I've been hearing, the crazies down there will tear you a new one long before you ever reach the Korriban wastes. Watch yourself, and watch Sarah. She may seem invincible, but take my word for it, she ain't.
Rundi ichawat.
This isn't the first time I've heard that from you. Probably won't be the last either. Overconfidence can be a weakness if you let it. Don't make me have to say I told you so.
The
The third lesson I learned about living on the Outer Rim is never say never. It's a lesson which, I'll admit, I only learned recently.
Okay, so this is where he was the entire time, but we just couldn't find him because he was stuck behind a door that I couldn't actually get access to because I used a security check on it instead of just opening it because I'm an idiot. He's given us the device and we've got to remove a Zerka employee who is here. Okay, so we need to remove him somehow. I need to use the terminal you are currently working on. I assure you it is of utmost importance that I gain access to this terminal. The castigation level. Wow, that sounds really grim. Zerka tortures its own employees. Which makes sense. How did the Sith get away with this, considering I killed most of them? This is a slight plot hole, considering I've already killed the Sith at this point, but oh well. Then we have reached a conundrum. I need to use this terminal, yet if you cede to my wishes, you will be tortured by Sith. Wouldn't you then be risking your own life? What if the Sith learn of your involvement? I will free your colleagues from the castigation level. In return, I expect you to step aside and allow me to use the terminal. How would I access the castigation level? Okay, so we've got yet another quest. Or an update to a quest, rather. And we'll do that in a moment. But I want to actually rescue this Trandoshan, because I promised to rescue him. And I don't think it will cause a problem if I do. Oh, this is probably the castigation area, I assume. Yeah, I assume that is the castigation area. Let me just get this Trandoshan out, see what that does. Actually, let's log out first, because I haven't talked to these two. Okay, we can release him. What about you? So we can rescue everyone apart from the named Rodian. Makes sense. So that's the Trandoshan released. And then that's him released. Oh. Okay, it was not worth releasing you. Let's just kill you then. Right, you better not attack us. Oh, lovely.
Where is that filthy lizard? I'll teach him to kill one of my men in cold blood. That lizard has escaped. Droids! Droids! Put it down before it kills again.
And we're going to defend the Trandoshan, because we might as well. And yeah, because we don't like Zerka, so let's just stun that. Stun him. Okay, so that was utterly pointless in the end, but we got some light side points for it, which is the first time in a while. Apparently we can't release you, Rodian, so really sorry. And then what about all these guys? Oh, apparently we can do a few things here, but let's log out for now. Let's see if a quest comes up with them later, because I presume that they're going to, you know, they might be tied into a side quest later on. Let's go and entertain said person. Oh yeah, here you are.
Mucha haudonga yafulki, rundi haudonga kuhungabi.
We're ready.
Achuta, wonga kun pistol piking.
Oh right, yeah, sorry about that, I forgot. Oh yeah, that's
what?
That's pleasant to look at, I guess. Yeah, we're ready. Oh, he's going to get us in as well, which is useful. Oh, if only we'd met you earlier.
You were expected, Natsuko. Please, come in.
Can we have our appointment with him now, if this is how we're going to do things? Because that would be useful. Oh, he's a Gamorrean, okay.
Greetings, Twi'lek.
Oh, no, he's not.
I hope your stay here at Dreshdae has been a productive one. We are always on the lookout for potential business partners here.
I gotta say, it would have been a twist if he'd have been the Gamorrean.
You are correct in your assumption. We look forward to your demonstration.
Funga, what a name. There's a slight joke in that name somewhere. Oh no, I was right. Okay. Yeah, Funga is the actual brains behind this operation. Oh, okay, I wasn't completely wrong. Well, that's a lie. She hasn't. We've only just met. Oh, okay. He's open-minded. That's cool to hear. Oh look, there's the other human dancer.
Thonger, who are these imbeciles? They look like they belong in a Teresian trash compactor.
We ita nadana itya. What are you Macau? Tonipodo! Rana no prata do.
With too many hunters, yet too few bounties, bounty hunting isn't as financially rewarding as it used to be. So I've decided to pursue a more worthwhile profession. Entertainment.
Watawama mulira, king konjo peshak. No ba mulira.
A man who doesn't protect himself here is a fool. And I am no fool. This is Korriban, a Sith planet. A wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Ah, good shout out to the first Star Wars right there. Oh, it was a Kafar. What? Didn't look like a Kafar.
Rundi Hadonga Kuhungabi.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
A dance off.
What?
A dance off. Oh, wait a second. What I meant to say was a what? Great dialogue here.
Rundi I Chawa Tongbola Johnny Ku.
Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest, Shadow. I'd have a bad feeling about this too. Oh yeah, actually she does look a bit Kafarish. Makes sense. But at least they're both happy dancing. I'd say they're about even. I don't think, you know, one's better than the other. Yeah, see, even Fonga agrees. Or Tonga. I'm pretty sure it's Fonga. Oh, no, that's harsh. We can't trip over the Kafar. No, let's do nothing. This needs to be a fair competition. Oh, this is tense.
Wisely chosen, Thonger. Wisely chosen. I provide the most efficient and cost-effective means of providing entertainment for your cantina. It is the better deal by far. Life isn't fair, Twi'lek. Get used to it.
And that's fine, because we need Shadow. She can't give up her current job for a dancing career. So Fonga's going to head off, and that's that resolved.
I've worked hard to acquire this contract. It will allow me to maintain financial stability until I can return to my profession as a bounty hunter. And I can't be having you in the picture any longer, can I? You and your company are still a threat that I simply cannot ignore. You must be dealt with.
Oh no, that's not fair. Come on.
What? You actually believe you can stop me? If I were you, I'd stand still. It'll all be over in a heartbeat. This is between myself and the Twi'lek. You do not need to get involved.
I think I do. I'm gonna, side with the Twi'lek, even if he is slightly dishonourable. Right, you're going down. Shadow, are you gonna help, or are you just getting into this dancing gig? Because it looks like you've kind of got into the dancing gig now. Oh man, this guy likes healing. Come on. So that's Roosh dead. It was no problem. Oh yes, that's definitely a KotOR. And yeah, she can go free. She has already suffered enough at the hands of that bounty hunter. And all's well that ends well. That was actually quite a positive end to that little side quest. Yeah, we could have kept that KotOR dancer in slavery, but it wouldn't be fair. So we got some light side points, and we're sorted. So now that that's done, Shadow, you can take that slightly dodgy bit of clothes off, put your garments back on, and get your lightsaber back. And then we can head back to where we need to be, which is down here. And now that we're back where we need to be, I'm actually going to bring Zalbar along with me, because I don't think I actually need to worry about party members for a while. So let's level Zalbar up, because I haven't used him in a while, and I feel like I should. So let's do that very quickly. And there we go. Because I don't need to worry about seeing the administrator for quite a while, so I'm going to head to where I think I need to go, which is this lift over here, because I need to get to the castration level, or whatever it's called. So let's see if this is where we need to go. Elevator controls, and yes, it is the castigation level. And this is actually quite a pleasant change from the oh no, there's the loading screen. I gotta say, I'd be very surprised if a loading screen didn't come up. Right, let's see how tense this is then. Oh, it's actually not a big room. Oh, there's a Sith here though. You were lucky you weren't in the academy. Is that a unique head I can see?
That's right. Scream. Beg for mercy. Competent employees do not take breaks. Competent employees work. For example, I am a competent Sith because I do not take breaks from my work. But you already know that, don't you?
Oh no, please don't hurt them. Come on. There's a Dark Jedi here. Right, you. Stop it.
Why are you interrupting me? Can you not see I am engrossed in my work?
What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious to you? I'm purging these employees of their corruptions. Disgusting inherent corruptions that not only impede competence, but also prevent them from reaching the peak of performance.
I've come here to release the prisoners. If you step aside, I will spare you. If not, then I will be forced to kill you.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise, a Jedi. Have you come here seeking to join the Sith, or to destroy them? Know that your chances for accomplishing either are futile. You will not survive beyond this encounter.
I think you find I will. Right, so there's 2 opponents, absolutely fine. Let's go, see if we can get a stun off. Probably not. Oh, but we got the Dark Jedi done though. And he's been dealt with, which is nice. And that was relatively straightforward, so... Any remains? Yes. Some good stuff, actually. And now let's release these guys. We could terminate them, but we're not going to do that. Now, you guys better go back to your jobs. Or do we need to talk to somebody? You. Well, I think that's meant to say debt, but anyway. It was no problem. Okay, so they're all going to head off. And I need healing desperately. Yes. Thank you. So let's go. Let's get out of here and go back to where we need to go once everybody's in the lift. And we're back. So let's carry on. Hopefully that Twi'lek is still around, or he may have already gone and we could just carry on with what we need to do. But I think he should still be around. Yep, here he is. Hello. As promised, I have saved your friends. Now you must honour your end of the agreement and allow me to use this terminal. Okay, we're getting a lot of light side points here. We definitely could have done the Genna Harridan side quest with the dark sided option. It's really annoying that I didn't, but oh well. So let's slice the system. Let's get the appointments. And yeah, list of appointments. A couple of cancelled ones, which looks good for us. And we can get them. And yeah, let's replace what we need to replace. And there we go. Journal entry's been updated, and we're probably going to have to kick Zalbar out of the party, but that's fine. So let's well, let me just read the journal entry. So it's basically saying that I've updated the biometric information. The identity check should be fine, assuming I haven't, you know, bodged up any scripts or anything. Dance floor, what? Oh, we can dance. I did not... That was incredibly pointless, but it was worth it, just to see me fall over. And do you say anything?
You there. Please, I need to speak with you.
Okay.
Thank you for speaking with me. I am in need of some assistance, and you look like the capable sort. I am Burlock Lee, one of the miners employed by Zerka to work in the catacombs around Dreshdae. Or at least, that's what I usually do around this time of day. But as I'm sure you're aware of, the incident has changed all that.
What do you want with me?
When the incident occurred, the miners belonging to the day shift would have been in the catacombs working, whilst those who belonged to the night shift would have been either sleeping in their quarters or up here on the main level in the employee cantina. The miners who were lucky enough to avoid the incident were the ones who came up here to grab themselves an after-work drink. I was one of those lucky few.
Indeed. Now what do you want me for?
The powers that be have been silent on what has happened down in the residential level. They only keep repeating that the incident will soon be resolved, and we can look forward to resuming our shifts. But that's just nonsense. Zerka hasn't even sent anyone down to the residential level yet, choosing instead to completely quarantine it from the rest of the facility. Which means the administrator is either overreacting, or the incident is far more serious than they would lead us to believe. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that have been circling around the facility. They say the workforce down here has been driven insane, that they've started attacking each other for no reason.
I've heard those rumors.
Disturbing, aren't they? Especially for those, like myself, who are desperate for any news concerning the employees who were trapped down there. But with the lies that the powers keep feeding us, we won't know what has truly happened to them for a long time. If ever. Which is where I need you to come in. I want you to find out if there's any truth to these rumors. Because we miners need to know what happened to our friends.
Where would I find the truth?
Just follow the lies to their source. The Administrator is the one responsible for the cover-up. Though I do not know how you would meet with him, as he's recently cancelled all of his scheduled appointments.
That's not a problem. I can get to him. I will do this for you. I will return when I've found out the truth.
Thank you. I will await whatever information you can find.
Awesome. So, let's hope we can still get to see the Administrator. Zalbar, can you get out of the way, please? Thank you.
Good day. How may I help you?
Right, I'm here to speak with the Administrator.
An appointment is required to see the Administrator. Do you have an appointment?
Oh good, she's conveniently forgotten about this. So, I'm the advisor.
Welcome. Your arrival here has been scheduled. Now, before I can grant you entry into the Administrator's office, I must ask that you allow me to perform a simple biometric scan to confirm your identity. It is merely a formality and will only take a moment of your time.
No problem, go for it.
Thank you. Your identities have now been confirmed. The Administrator will see you now.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. Oh, he's a hut, okay. Right, this is interesting. It's been a while since I've seen a hut here. We are unaware of the specifics surrounding this incident. Our superiors informed us that the administrator of this facility would notify us of any necessary details. That's a bit rude. You can't call my superiors fools. Start from the beginning. What was this man's name? And what did he want? I wouldn't be surprised if this was Solomon, but why did he ask you? You aren't Sith. You have questioned the Sith's decision? What did you tell the man? And how did he respond? And then? You think there's something in the Korriban race? Any idea what it could be? I'm asking a lot of questions today. And how did he respond? And this hut looks like a slightly unique skin looking at him. It looks a little bit more high resolution than what I'm used to in this engine. Or maybe it's my imagination, I don't know. Then what happened? And then what happened to the employees on the residential level? Oh lovely. This man may be responsible for the incident in the residential level. Is there anything else of worth that he said during your encounter?
Hakuji Kopa?
Oh good, he's a step ahead of us then. Oh, we're gonna get ambushed and attacked. Great. Not surprised though, honestly. Oh, it's a shame we can't kill the hut, that would be amazing. But anyway, right, Shadow, I need you to do something. And that wasn't too bad. Right, you. Now that you've tried to kill us, Listen, you are mistaken. I'm not an assassin, I'm a Jedi. I wasn't sent to kill you, I'm here to help. I need to find the man who caused this tragedy. He is a man named Darius Solomon, a Jedi Master. We seek admittance to the residential level so we can progress through the catacombs and into the Korriban wastes, where we have been told he is headed. State your terms, Hut. I do not like the idea of working for Zerka, but there is no other way. Okay, so journal has been updated. Let's see what that has to say. Okay, 2 things have been updated. So now we can go to the residential level, which I think we already looked at anyway. And then, oh yeah, we can report our findings to Burlock. So we might as well do that. Get that out of the way. Thank you very much.
Good day. How may I help you?
What do you know of the incident which happened on the residential level? You can comment on the details of this incident, and you wish to tell me about them.
I can comment on the details of this incident and wish to tell you of them. About 3 days ago, a strange man cloaked in a black robe passed through this facility. For reasons I can't explain, I felt I should be afraid of him.
Okay, what happened?
This man approached me and requested an audience with the administrator. He didn't have an appointment, yet I still felt compelled to grant him access to the administrator's office.
That's because you have a weak mind, then?
After what seemed like an eternity of waiting, the man left the administrator's office and then departed for what appeared to be the residential level. I had never seen the man before then, and I have not seen him since. Not long after, the first reports began to emerge of what has now become the incident which has quarantined the residential level from the rest of the facility.
What do these reports consist of?
I do not know. As a secretary, I am not privy to such information. Only the administrator himself knows the full details of what has happened on the residential level.
Okay, thanks very much.
Zerka Corporation wishes you a pleasant stay here at Dreshdae.
Right, so we got a little bit more information. Right, Burlock.
Thank you for accepting my plea for help.
I've spoken with the administrator. I know the truth behind what has actually happened down in the residential level.
You have? What did the administrator say?
The rumours are true. The miners in the residential level have been driven totally insane. A Jedi Master named Darius Solomon is the man likely responsible.
I see. Then it is as I had feared. My colleagues on the residential level are probably dead. I may have trouble convincing the other miners that what you've discovered is actually the truth. Without any evidence to back up the claim, they may just dismiss it as nonsense. Do you have any evidence?
No, not yet.
I know this may be asking much, but I need you to find evidence to back up your claim. Something, anything that will help me convince the other miners of the truth.
Then I will return when I have found evidence.
There's no telling what waits for you in the residential level. Be careful.
Okay, so the journal's been updated again. We're going to head down to the residential level next time because I've played this for long enough, and having to deal with slight mod breaking midway through the first recording session was a bit of a pain, but I've got to now basically compress 2 videos together and then edit them. So this is going to take a little bit longer for me to edit, but that's not a problem. So I shall see you next time in the residential level and see where the Brotherhood of Shadow Solomon's Revenge mod takes us next. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.